What is good, guys? I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be taking apart this oil pump for my motor. I'm going to be rebuilding it, changing out the tensioners, the plunger, the oil pump seal, and the gears themselves. But yeah, I got my motor back, I think like last week. So yeah, this is a S50 block with JE pistons and eagle rods, and I think the bore is a 87mm bore and a 9:1 compression ratio, so this should be good enough for the numbers that I want to make. And then I'm just going to be rebuilding this just to have a peace of mind. I don't really see that much people rebuilding these oil pumps, but I did see my homie Dan, he rebuilt one for a car, so it just made me just want to do it too, just for safety and precaution and a peace of mind. Alright, so I started loosening these 10mm bolts for the oil pump up here. About to get this thing off. This one is on there. Is it bad that I'm too lazy to go pick up the wrench? The ratchet, to take this off. Alright, all 4 bolts are off. I'm gonna have to tap this with something one time. Sick. Alright, gears are off. Okay, so I finally took everything out. So basically what I did was I took the 4 bolts out from the oil pump nut, and then I took out the gears, this one and this one. This one we bolted down to the oil pump nut, this one right here. So then after that, I took out the plunger and the spring from in here. This one is very tedious, especially if you don't have a vise. So I have another oil pump here. So basically you would just have to take this little, let's see if it'll pick it up. Nope. Alright, so this lock ring right here. Goddamn, autofocus, let me live. What the fuck? I should just take out the damn thing. Okay, so this lock ring right here is very annoying to come off from this right here. Now I want to show. Oh wow. Alright, so once you take this out, you got to be very careful, because this spring right here, this spring will cause this right here to fly up and hit you in your face, and it almost got me, but I got lucky. So now I'm about to put everything together into this one. Okay, so pushing the plunger back in and getting the C-clip back on will really test you, bro. This has been the most difficultest thing I've ever done, but I got it, and there was a technique to it. But yeah, all I gotta do now is put in the new gears. So this is a S50 oil pump, and I believe the M50 and the S50 ones are different, so just make sure you get the right gears for it, because I believe the M50 one is smaller than this. I could show you because I have both of them. So this is the M50 gear, and if you like compare it to the S50 one, that's how smaller it is. So yeah, that's something good to know. Okay, so the oil pump is put back together. I'm about to go to the car wash real quick to power wash my oil pan and some other stuff, and then I should be putting back the oil pump and the oil pan and everything back onto the motor. Okay, so instead of going to the car wash, I decided to just go to Sebastian's house to power wash the oil pan and all this extra stuff. Sebastian's a big E30 guy. He doesn't believe in E36s, just E30s, and that's it.
E30 house.
Okay, so I just finished power washing the oil pan, front cover, and the tray. So I'm just waiting for everything to dry. And after that, I'm gonna go to Sean's. Sean has a couple things that I want to get from him, so I'm gonna stop at his house next. Okay, so it's the next day now. I got everything power washed and cleaned off yesterday. So now I'm about to cut this tray right here, because since I'm running the ARP main studs, they kind of hit the studs. So I'm gonna cut right here and here. I already marked it out so it can clear the studs. And I'm also gonna cut back here as well, because the studs are hidden in the back as well. So just gonna cut them and then put everything back on. I also gotta go on the search to go find the piece for here, because the tube for the oil pump will like sit right here as well. So gotta go find that. Okay, so I just finished cutting the tray. It clears. It's not the best cuts, but it works. So now I gotta go to the machine shop to get the safety wire for this bolt, because I lost the extra one that I had. So I'm gonna go pick one of those up, and then after that I can put the oil pump back on, put the gasket on, put the timing cover on, and the oil pan. So that'll be the next step. Alright, so I just got back from the machine shop. I just put this on the oil pump, and I got a new oil pump chain. I tightened these down, I put some Loctite on them, and I also put Loctite on this bolt right here, the oil pump nut, and I got the safety wire on it. So now I'm gonna put the front cover on and the rear main seal, and then I'm gonna put the oil pan on. Okay, so I finished putting the motor together. I got the engine mounts on, I got the oil pan on, I got the front timing cover on. So yeah, I'm about to bring this downstairs. Hopefully me, Cal, and Josh got enough strength to bring this downstairs, because this shit is definitely heavier now. Maybe we'll see you guys in a few. I'm not gonna see where I'm going. You almost did. My back hurts, bro. We go in the engine room. So watch this thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you did it. Alright, so as you can see, got the motor inside of the car. It took us like 10 minutes, but we did it.
Oh yeah, I'm trying.
We got Josh here. Josh got some new coilovers. He's about to max out his car. He's about to learn what his bumper gonna do. Leave him my driveway.
Yo.
Kyle's trying to save him.
Look at him, bro. He doesn't care. There's no threat showing. Look at him.
Bro, we're gonna be alright, bro.
So, as you saw, it took all three of us from upstairs to inside the engine bay. But we finally did it. The cylinder head isn't on yet because I don't have my turbo manifold. I sent it out to get Cerakoted and I still haven't got it back yet. So I'm just waiting on that and then I put the cylinder head on. Also, I have to take the transmission out of the car so I can put the clutch on. And then it should be good after that. We are willing to do this without a hoist, so we're able to do it without a hoist. We kind of have to do it this way, so that's why the transmission is where it's at, and the cylinder head isn't on and the clutch isn't on.